And get over here.
You sure about that? Okay.
I'm Rianne.
And I'm Nemesis.
Welcome to RN Homesteading.
Yo. So this is like the basically in the back of our house here. It's the off season. We've basically let everything from last season die out here and left it as ground cover for nitrogen. What is our basic purpose of what we're doing here? Well, it's pretty much broken food supplies. And if you actually start looking at the growing habits and the stuff that they call food at the grocery store, you'll wonder why you're always sick or have some weird ailment every once in a while just out of the blue. A lot of it is just tied to your gut health. And over the years, I've kind of gotten more into wanting to know what I was putting into my body and making sure that it was of the best nutritional value possible. And after my business for Bitcoin, it actually went belly up. The wife had kind of went, "You want to go off grid?" And I was like, "Yeah, but I have no idea how." So basically, for me, what we're going to be doing here, this is the starting point. How do you go off grid? You know, it's like, well, you got to figure out how to grow your own food and how to be sustainable before you make that leap forward. Don't bite off more than you could chew. So many different homesteaders have failed over the years due to the fact that they just went gung-ho and it was more work than they were used to. So it's a bit overwhelming. So take your stuff in small little steps and do it right where you're at. And that's basically what we're doing. We're going to learn how to grow our own food. We started off with chickens, and last year with growing a small little garden. This year, I want to ramp it up. So I mean, a lot of it's just going to be trying to get as much food production out of a small little space. So it's like definitely smash that thumbs up button, subscribe, hit the bell notification. This way, you see what we're doing on our journey here. I mean, that's basically what this is. A lot of this is to me is just kind of teaching myself where I went wrong. If I do something wrong, I got a video to go back to.
Figure out why.
Figure out why. And allow you guys also as the audience, maybe some of you are more experienced growers than me. Maybe there's something that I'm overlooking that I have no clue that I'm doing wrong. Please put comments in down below anytime that I'm like, hey, you did something wrong here. This is how you should do it. Here's where you can find the research behind it to support why you did it wrong. And I'm gonna be like, my man, what's this all to you?
Well, number one, whatever you grow yourself, it tastes so much better than what anything is in the store. Some of the stuff at the store just is so fake. Quit eating margarine for 2 years and try to put some of that on your bread. It tastes like plastic. It's nasty. But we're kind of starting to be part of that grow more food, not more grass. Hopefully our new neighbors won't care.
Probably not.
But basically what we're going to do is just tell you what our plans are. There's a whole lot of stuff that has to happen before we can fully do what we really want to do.
Cool. There's so much stuff that's going to come on. There's going to be a lot of videos. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this.
All right, should we get started?
Started with what?
Well, for one thing, now, I've been growing up to about here for years.
Hold on, let me get you on the in the view here. So this is our existing bed that she's talking about, and right about where her hand is on that stake, that was about where the garden originally ended.
And mostly,
last season I went just a little bit further, just past her over there, and that was me trying to expand. And this year, we're going to go a lot further.
So for years I did like tomatoes or squash, kind of alternating, which you're supposed to do anyway. In this area, this dirt is much fluffier, it's darker, it's all of the compost and
Organics.
cow manure and peat moss, and I even put sand. We have very clay soil.
We're 2.5 blocks away from a big lake, so a lot of the soil here is has a lot of clay. That's where whenever you got high clay count, that's when you see big lakes.
But when you get over here, now, not that nothing grew over here. It was a bit more of a challenge. We had to fence it off from animals that thought they would like to.
We had a rabbit.
My cucumber plants got actually munched. That's what I planted here was cucumbers. And so most of them got munched early, but I think it made the ones that were left over stronger. So we did get cucumbers, and they actually, this was here to hold fencing in place, but they really like to grow up the basket.
So what we're planning on doing now is, so here's the back of our shed here, and this tree here, this little tree-ish bush, gotta go. It doesn't produce food. It looks nice and stuff, but
it flowers.
It flowers. It looks nice, but it doesn't provide any edible food source. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this down, and we're going to try to get as much of the root system up, and then we are going to turn this into a garden right here.
And that's where the tomatoes are going.
We're putting, tomatoes and radishes are going to go over here. I'll leave a little layout at the end of the video of our garden plan that I actually did in Tinkercad, which is a free online CAD design system. Makes life really easy if you're trying to do stuff like this.
We got some repairs to do before we got.
Yeah, got a little bit of repairs on the back of this.
Power wash and paint.
Yeah. But for over here on the garden side, we're gonna take this a step further, and I'm gonna be extending this out another. I don't know. We're gonna bring it to where the corner of this shed is. I'm basically gonna make a line going all the way down, and we're gonna go past here still. And oop, I keep on hitting the thing. Sorry, guys. And I'm planning on bringing this garden all the way over here. So look at all of that usable space. You're talking over 50 feet of new garden coming in. Now I understand I got my sewer stuff, so I'm basically gonna have to accommodate some things around this, but you know, it's like you can plant anything around this and you just make this your designated walk path. Big deal, right? This is now a designated walking path. That's how you accommodate some of this stuff, right?
You're gonna need a walking path in the middle, or we're never gonna reach this stuff.
Right. Well, no. We're gonna do aisles, rows that are gonna come straight off away from the house. So we'll have a growing patch and then a walkway to go in between it all.
Right.
So it's gonna look really nice. It's gonna be professional looking, and it'll be a lot of form, more function over form. And hopefully this little guy starts it bounces back, because this was like, what kind of a bush was this?
Mulberry.
A mulberry bush that we were trying to rescue. It had been in a pot for far too long. From neighbors that moved out and left it behind. So we decided to put it in the ground. And then you guys are also going to watch me take this monster down to, not on a windy day. It's very windy today.
It's two that have grown together. There's actually a rock thrower between them.
Right, there's two that grew together over there. A third one, all of this has got to go.
When I moved in here, it was about as big around as that front cedar with a bird feeder on it. But right now, all this trees for is my kids to get up on the roof, my husband to get up on the roof.
Right, it's a great
raccoons to get up
It's a great
Tear up
climbing.
the roof.
Yeah, it's a great climbing tree, but that's about it. And it blocks a lot of light. And what we'll end up planting here instead is some sunflowers, and we'll do it like a Three Sisters. So it'll be sunflowers with beans and squash right here, and turn it into a natural fence. Yo.
We might have some problems with right around that tree because I know evergreens, I think they make the soil very acidic.
Yes. Well, we might be able to do our blueberries over here then.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna do blueberries then. Okay, change of plans. We're doing blueberries here. The soil's acidity. Oh, that's awesome. And you wanted blueberries anyway.
I do. I want blueberries.
So we're gonna have blueberries.
Yeah, find the ones that work good for where we're at.
Yes, they're which we are zone 5A.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we're zone 5A. So, can you put the towel back on to that? It's a little windy. I don't want to show you guys my home address, but I do have a water catchment system to collect rainwater. I can collect hundreds and hundreds of gallons of water from just half of my roof. I've got one on this side and one on the other side, way down yonder. Last year I put in this nice flower bed.
A lot of it's coming back.
I know.
Only because
It's so warm.
We really did not have a winter.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
it's
barely
like,
had any winter.
What
So
is it, March 4th or something like that, and it's in the 70s.
yeah.
Yeah. These are definitely flowered. I remember, I didn't think they'd come back.
Right. So
These are dead poppies, but we've got the seeds from them.
right. So we are going to be putting brassicas over here. Having all of that growing.
They're gonna have to go out.
We're
Do
gonna.
you ever see how big a Brussels sprout plant is? Yeah.
18. You need 18 inches between plants. You can plant probably a little closer, but 18 inches is
So
for
that's
sure.
like 3 in this bed here.
Right.
You know.
So 3, unless you do the stagger, you start staggering. So you put one here, put one up here, put one down here, and then you can start packing them in.
All right. You believe in my staggering method?
There's other people who do it too, and they have sat there and said why, which is you can pack more into a little bit of an area, but you don't want them too close to each
I
other.
need you to grab that stem right there. That is a lamb's quarter. That is like big and deep. Oh yeah. All right. Well, winter helped to get rid of that.
That worked really well, babe. Lamb's quarter, lamb quarter.
Seen me fall over trying to break these things off last year.
But lamb's quarter is a good sign that your soil is healthy. So you want to see lamb's quarter.
Hey, the dead nettle survived.
Oh, the dead nettle.
Dead nettles survived. Tulips are coming up. The daffodils are coming up.
It's pretty
And
much
those
a
are-
little on the early side
Yeah,
for
and
all
those
of
are
this.
hyacinths. And I think there's a snowstorm on the way, so
Hopefully
I don't
everything
lose
survives.
it all. Yeah, hopefully I don't lose it all. Do you remember what hydrangeas?
Yeah, these are-
hydrangeas.
These are your pink hydrangeas here.
And I don't know what kind of plant that is. Green.
It's like an evergreen style bush here. Not sure what it is, but
But there's some growing over there.
we got some all the way over there, and got some all the way over there with another hydrangea. And then that, what kind of a tree?
That's a red bud.
A red bud tree down all the way over there. And then we have,
And this cedar here, I brought back, it was probably about the length of my forearm, one little sprig, but I brought that back from West Virginia.
West Virginia tree. The toy shop, there's hot rods in there, guys. Don't worry. There's an 85 Z28 and a 74 Chevelle. Maybe you guys will see it on a video down the line.
And the garlic has been Okay, so up
The
here
garlic's been trying to grow. We planted the garlic last season like you're supposed
in
to.
October, in fall, because it's supposed to winter
You're supposed to winterize it.
over, and it needs a cold period before it'll sprout. Well, it sprouted, and then I tried to bury it with all the leaves.
And it worked, but it's still...
But then we keep getting these warm days.
Yep, super warm.
So it doesn't know what it's doing. I'm hoping it survives.
And then...
Oh yeah, we were gonna fix all these, right?
Yeah, we're eventually gonna fix this over here, get a better little retaining wall here, get some steps here. Yeah, get some steps here so that we're not walking up this little slope coming up. Make it safer to walk through here. This way we're not compelled to walk through the grass the way that we have been. So I'm trying to figure out a way to be able to do this on the cheap.
That's the path to the chicken.
So it's the path to the chicken. So this is our chicken run. We have them winterized right now, so that's why there's the plastic that's on here. You're trying to keep the cold winds directly off of them. And we got chickens.
They're all good. There's only 4 there. Where's the 5th one? Around the corner. Maybe in the lay box. Should we see if there's some eggs?
Oh, we can see if there's eggs, or we can always see. So this is oop, I forgot the wood chips out here.
Oh, there's the missing chicken. And she just laid an egg.
We got one egg. We got a fresh butt nugget, and it's warm.
Good girl. This is Fiero.
So we got a fresh egg. These are Easter eggers, so they lay like the bluish to bluish green eggs, kind of like your pastel colors.
At least all of ours lay that color. I heard there's some that'll lay pink.
Oh yeah.
Which would be cool.
Right, right. And then over here, I've got my wood pile, and I'm going to be taking that wood pile, and that's getting moved over here, up against the fence here, and then I got to take care of this wood pile. It's a lot easier to deal with this stuff when you let it dry the hell out. Let it dry out for a season, and your chainsaw will be happy about you. I've been letting that all dry out. I've got my compost bins. I'm gonna probably reorganize this a little bit too, but I got to get a fence post puller so that I can replace my fence posts to where I really want them, and I'll have more room inside of the compost bins.
So when they come and pick up that big huge log that we've been trying to get rid of for like 12 years, I think we should have them take this one whole leg on the right side off of this willow.
Yeah, since it's like kind of dead.
Heading towards the neighbor's house too.
Yeah, and it's kind of like partially dead, partially alive.
And we'll get a little bit more sun back that way.
Hell yeah, I like that idea. More sun, because what we're planning on doing here, this is going to be our container pot garden. So we're going to put all the little containers that we have, because if you guys look over here, come for a ride. I have all these containers here that I plan on growing as whatever I can inside of here. I don't care if it's too much food. We'll either can it, and whatever we can't can, whatever we can't can ourselves or ferment, we can take to a farmer's market and sell for a decent price. Not something like, oh my God, grocery store pricing on anything. I've got a bunch of these container pots that I definitely want to utilize, and these are the container pots right here. Like I was saying, now that I can actually get down here and actually show everything, but I got a big old pile here. I have some more on the other side of my deck here, so we're planning on, like I said, growing as much food as humanly possible here, with with as little space as we've got. So, and the reason why I'm going to be moving all of this pile of wood, as you can see, I have garden stuff here, right? And this is where I used to park all of my snowmobiles. We typically would get enough snow for snowmobiles, but really haven't had anything significant snow production wise here in a while. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm probably not gonna I'm gonna take that raised garden here and I'm gonna move that over here. I'm gonna take this garden and I'm gonna dig it up all the way over by where the compost is, and then I'm gonna take the edge of it and I'm gonna bring that edge up to about the stairs, right? So basically my garden's gonna be like from here, you know, give or take, all the way to the fence here, all the way down yonder. So I'll have a pretty good area for gardening. I'm going to take my fire pit and I'm going to move that over. This is hay bales. This got glyphosates in it, so I can't really use it around the garden stuff. So this is of absolute no use to me here at the homestead. So we'll definitely be probably just be burning that unless the wife wants to use it on the grass or something like that. But it's got glyphosates in there, which is a persistent herbicide. Takes anywhere from 3 to 5 years to get out. So you're poisoning your land by using glyphosates.
And it's worse if it's going to be that you're growing feed for your animals.
Feed for your animals or yourself.
So this should be interesting. I've never given them celery before.
Oh, they're getting celery for the first time.
That usually means circling around it. Come on, girls. Oh, look at it. Always cautious. We would rather be on people instead. You guys never come in here. Are you hot? You got your mouth open.
It's a lot warmer in here, that's for sure.
It is warm in here. Hi,
but it's not sealed up, as you guys can see. I got air vents there, air vents all over here. It's kind of windy today. Holy cow.
Yeah, we gotta buy a new tarp for the top.
Gotta get a new roof for this thing. But, I mean, they got fresh water here, which I'll probably give them some more today. Clean out the thing, and it's like, no, that's not poopy in there. That is actually dirt and stuff that drops out of their mouth. They can't spit, so if there's like any kind of grit in their beaks at all, it basically gets washed out in there, because they can't really stand on this without like falling almost immediately.
We had it on the ground and they like to stand on it.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody took a piece out. Why are you trying to go after my bracelet?
Oh.
Uh-oh, now
Hero figured it out. Figured it out. We got one that figured out. They're like, it's food. It's food. And they're all like, mine. Like my finger around there.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our little tour today and heard at least some, if not all, of the plans we have. Hope you watch along with us as things develop.
Like I said,
like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, especially if you like content like this and you want to watch and maybe even help us grow. And may your thumbs always be green.